Hi there, I'm Gabriel, and in this video I'm going to talk about what is a vision quest. Hopefully I can be heard okay above the breeze. It'll kind of come and go a little bit here. But a vision quest is a Native American ritual, and it, I believe, was mostly geared towards young boys as a coming of age ritual. But of course it can be applied to anyone. Anyone can embark on one. You can do it on your own if you like, or under some kind of supervision with somebody else. But and I'm sure that it varied considerably from one tribe to the next, at what age it was done, where it was done, for how long, etc. Obviously, Native American tribes are not uniform by any means, so this is just one example of what might have taken place. Is that a young boy, 12 or 13 or so, would have been taken by an elder in the tribe to a location away from where the little village was, where the tribe lived, and put in a hole or a cave or something along those lines, and left there for several days without food or water. So that's the basic concept. And in the course of being alone for that extended period of time, without food, without water, without the company of other people, you wouldn't necessarily have visions of seeing spirits and psychedelic experiences. Maybe so, but that isn't necessarily the point. The point is to get more in touch with yourself and to go through a journey of the soul that very well may involve facing some deep inner fears. Whatever might come up, there's no particular, this is what's supposed to happen, or this is what normally happens. It's an individual, unique spiritual journey that can be quite different from one person to the next. And of course it doesn't have to be applied to only young men or young boys, but can be for anyone of any age. And it can be quite a powerful experience, which might culminate in some kind of supernatural type of experience when you're deprived of food and water. Pardon the wind here. So when I was 17, then I went on an Outward Bound course. Outward Bound is a organization that takes people on wilderness trips. Groups of people, you pay for it. I'd done backpacking trips previously with my family, but this was a 22-day rock climbing expedition in the Sierra Nevada mountains of California. And so it was a combination of backpacking way off into the wilderness. We got way off the trails, and then doing rock climbing at different points along the way. In the middle of this 22-day course, then there was a 2.5 days spent alone. And they didn't actually call it a vision quest, but that's basically what it was. Everyone was set up in their own tent off in a different section of the woods by themselves. They gave you a little bag of like some trail mix that you could munch on, but I chose not to eat it and save it till afterwards and do a full fast for 2.5 days. But we did have water to drink, and I think we had some kind of juice packets or something like that. So that was basically a vision quest, and the honest truth is it was very boring. 2.5 days just hanging out with nothing much to do. I wrote in my journal, walked around a little bit, but you weren't allowed to walk very far, so that you wouldn't stumble upon somebody else's camp that was doing the same thing. But so a vision quest might just be boring, but that's okay. Within boredom, you can have breakthroughs, and you can come to realizations, and you can get to know yourself better. And it might be boring for a while, and then suddenly you start thinking all kinds of things, and thinking about your life, and what am I going to do in my life, and what are my dreams, and what's important to me, and have realizations about your relationship. So I've been a jerk to my brother. I want to change that. I'm going to be nicer to my mom. I'm going to make amends with this friend of mine. etc. There's an infinite number of possibilities for what can take place. So that's the basic concept of what a vision quest is, and it can be done in a myriad of different forms. You could just do it on your own, go backpacking, find a lake, set up camp, and fast. If you like, that's certainly a very important element of it, because you don't have the distraction of eating, of preparing meals, and the fasting itself is a very powerful spiritual experience. And one of my next videos I'm going to talk about the benefits of fasting. So that's Vision Quest in a nutshell. There's a book called The Book of the Vision Quest that goes into it in a lot more detail, and I'm sure there's lots more information online. So thanks a lot for watching. Take care.